Hello, YouTubers. I got a new iPhone with a bigger hard drive. I got the new 13. My old phone was an 8. Those of you that know some technology or better, I'm not good with it, but that was a big step. So maybe I can do some more YouTube videos more often. I had bought a stand a while ago that mounts to the table and will hold the phone, and of course I can't find it. It's here somewhere. But I got to go to, oh wait, I have to start writing these cheat sheets down because I went to a quilt, Santa Clara Quilt Festival. Pacific International Quilt Festival in Santa Clara, 2021. My godmother lives down the road from there on Great America Parkway. So it was like 2 turns and I was straight to the convention center. So that was nice for my directionally challenged brain. I've been going to my aunt's. Let's see, I'm 47 this month on the 12th. I look fabulous, fabulous. Of course, I have bedheads here, but you know what? I don't care. I think I've been going with my parents up there since I was a little baby. And I started driving it when I was 18 in my Ford Courier. I would go up a couple times a year and stay with my godmother, especially during cleanup week. Ooh, up there it's fun. You get all kinds of stuff. Little coffee. So I got lots of inspiration. I got to meet Lori from All About Color Quilting. She's a Cave Facet only collective. So anything done by Cave, Brandon, and then I forget all the other designers. Well, let's look it up. The power of Google. Cave Facet Collective. I know it's Free Spirit. Let's see if it'll say who. Okay, so the world rock stars of knitting, Kay Facet and Brandon Mobley, are the 2 Technicolor textile artists whose work explodes. I want to see. Well, it doesn't really, this group. Philip Jacobs, I know that's the other big one, and I think there's a lady or 2. Anyways, look it up, see if you can find it. And I don't really have my glasses, so I can barely read it, but I can because it's early. Anyways, back to, oh, it was nice. I only made it about halfway through the show. I should have taken my godmother's little car. She offered it, but I took my van. I have a huge 12-passenger van with a medical lift in it. And it's the medium height one, so it's quite tall, 8 feet something. So I couldn't go in the parking garage, so I had to park at some kind of technical building or something, but they were doing construction on it, and it wasn't at that time, so I was able to park there without getting towed. Otherwise, I don't know where I would have parked, and I did have to do some walking to the convention, so by the time I got there, I was tired. Walked around the vendors. I found Lori. Got to take a picture with her. Got to see their beautiful quilts. Oh, backtrack a little. When I first walked through the convention doors into the pavilion or whatever you call it, Bernina was right there. And I got the new upgrade 770, upgrade plus, upgrade 770 plus upgrade. That's what it is. Not an update, an upgrade. So instead of $6.99 and $5.99, I got it for $4.99. I was very happy. So there went all my mad money, which is fine because, I mean, I saw things there I liked, but I mainly buy online from All About Color Quilting, Missouri Star, and then Fat Quarter Shop. I have ordered from Etsy here and there some of the hard to find fabrics, but those are the 3 places I order from. My husband David will go into Joann's sometimes, or I will go into Hobby Lobby here in town. Joann's is in Visalia, and buy things here and there, but I really don't go out much. I save my time going to my cousin's and then my mother's, and that's it. So I prefer not to go out. I run into too many people that I want to say stuff to. Boy, you can still see my bags. I'm still recouping from my trip. I was gone like 10 days. That's a lot for me. But I did good. And it was nice to get out. Come back to chaos and crazy. But I got this inspiration from a quilt I saw at the show. And I have seen a picture of it before, but didn't think anything of it. Well, when you get up close to these quilts, and I wish I had the new iPhone then, because the pictures this thing takes is insane. It's a 9-patch, which I've done a few quilts and pieces and trial blocks, and I love the 9-patch. It's very fun. You do it in strip piecing. But I found this free one online called Jack's Chain. This lady lets you download it for free and print it as long as you're not making money on it. And of course I'm not. So this is not really going to be a tutorial as much as a show and tell of my progress and update throughout. You can see it here. Of course it's reversed. I'm sure there's a way to unreverse it. Jack's Chain. I don't know how to. Well, I don't want to mess with it. I got to learn about these videos. But I did. Oh, that's another one I want to do. I print out all kinds of free quilt stuff. There's, you know, guys, there's a lot of free stuff out there that people let you print. There is no need to buy patterns, although I do occasionally. And so these are the 2 pattern cutouts, which is on the website of Jack's Chain. If you just put that in, you'll find it. I don't know if there's a web. Oh yeah, here it is. It's www.quilters, QUILTERSCACHE.com. Is that cash or sachet? I don't remember. Anyways, and this is from 2004. It's still up. Oh, there's another quilt. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff in here that I don't need of another quilt. I always print it on plain paper, and then I print it on a cardstock. This is the other one. That's the back. Make sure when you go that this measures out to the inch, or else you have to adjust your printer setting. I don't know what the setting is because I'm not tech savvy. I just start yelling for my husband to come and do it. I'm lucky I know how to do this phone and turn it on. You know you're getting old when you have problems with stuff like that. So, let's go over here. I took all my sewing stuff for my 770. Oh my, good thing I have a big van because I filled it up. Let's see, how do I... Okay, I'm back. I had to break it up because I don't know how to flip the camera. These are the colors I'm doing in Jack's Chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I've got a lot of white strips to cut. In Jack's Chain, it's 1.5 inches on all these. Most of the time I do these, I do a 2.5 strip. But this is going to be very fun because it's a lot smaller. And I find when you do it, you get a lot more pop out of it. This is the one I was doing on my trip. I just throw fabric in the car And so this is basically a 9-patch too, and my godmother was helping me. She's 88. She still sews. And so then I'm going to put another 2.5-inch purple strip here and then continue with those. But it was just something kind of fun. She has a little sewing table next to her TV. I set it up. We talked. So here's, of course, my setup on an old desk. Eventually I will fill in this top with this plexiglass or something slippery as well, because I like the height. I'm 6'1", and of course there's my sewing buddy Mad Madam Mim for Mimi. Hi Mimi, you're a good baby. You're a good baby. And then of course the new Juki walking foot, which I haven't done a video on yet. I've got my, and then this is the Octavius. Loves his wingback chair. He's got several throughout the house. That's another Cafe. I look at the back of my trailer, looks awful, but this is a Cafe facet quilt top that I did a long time ago. I'm gonna close this door because it looks awful. There's actually a little kitchenette in here, but you know. Okay, so that's a brief little tour. Brief, that is. Okay. One of these days I'm going to fix that wiring up there, but you know. It's raining right now. I was up in Santa Clara 4 or 5 days, and then I went to Sabastapool to my in-law grandparents, which is kind of strange to me because they're younger than my mother and father. But I still call them Grandma and Grandpa. I'm nice. I love them. They're very honest, hardworking people. Unfortunate for them, they love my brutal honesty. Not many people do. It just comes out, I think it's Tourette's. I don't know. You know, it could be a Libra thing too. I always laugh because I was born of Libras. My biological mother and father are Libras. I'm a Libra. That's just like, that's too much Libra juice. So I get to be very intense sometimes. Not so much since I got sick, because boy, that slows you down. So I've got little projects going. I've got a t-shirt quilt for my sister Tiffany I've got to do and finish. She'll come probably in a week or so and help me. David and I took some trees down at Mom's to kind of prep. The house has to be tended for termites, but we kind of let it go too long. I was kind of letting Mom make the decision a long time ago. It didn't happen. Now it's got to be done because they're starting to come up through the floors. So I've got to call on quotes. I think after the first of the year, we'll have that done. I don't know. See how close we get. I've got David loaded up the truck with lots of debris. And of course, now it's raining, so that's going to have to dry before I take that. There's lots going on. So I've kind of secluded myself in my little sewing trailer. A 1955 40-foot I Love Lucy trailer, I call it. One of these days I'll get the outside cleaned up enough and polish it up a little and show a view. Well, that sounds like some screeching or something. It sounded like tires, or could be a garbage truck, but bright and shiny squirrel. Off new tangent. But I was just kind of a little update. I'm going to try and reel in the next video to just Jack's chain, impromptu show and tell, and try and keep the videos to just, you know, 1 or 2 things I'm doing. We'll see how that goes. Kind of all over the place. I mean, I've got a wedding ring quilt going. I've got still That one, that was from Lunchbox Quilts when I did a class, which I'll never do again because that was too tiring unless I live next door to a quilt shop. Could you imagine? I did look at property in St. Joseph's, Missouri, which is in between Tula Pink and Missouri Star. Hey, it's beautiful back there. Some great big Victorian, Italianite, 1800s, 1890s houses, 3-4 stories these things are, and they're still intact, and a lot of them are fixed up for like 200 grand. But the town is very small, of like 500 people, and I mean, the idea of moving somewhere like that would be nice, but I just don't know how people are going to react to the gay. And I'm not too out there with the gay, but I worry about stuff like that. Which is life. That's just how it is. It's gotten better. So, signing off, all you quilt people. May you have a good rainy day. I hope it's raining where you're at. We're getting soaked, which is nice. And may the stars align.